Good morning, and welcome to the spring commencement ceremony of the University of Houston, Victoria. Will the audience please be seated and remain seated during the processional? We ask that you please turn off all cell phones during the ceremony. For your safety and as a courtesy to others, please take photos from your seating area. Thank you.
The candidates and the faculty are assembled. We may proceed with commencement exercises. Candidates, faculty, and the platform party, please be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Tomac. It's indeed a pleasure to welcome each of you here this morning for this commencement ceremony. To our students, our families, our faculty and staff, our administrators, you honor us with your presence, and we're pleased that you're here with us. Commencement ceremonies represent one of the most important activities that we do at the university. I'm delighted that these candidates and their guests are here to participate in this ceremony as we properly celebrate our students' achievements in their academic world at UHV. As your president, I want to tell each and every one of you how proud I am for you and of you. It's a lot of work that it takes to get that degree, and we're pleased and excited for you. Your graduation, students, is a great cause for celebration, not only for you and your families, but also for the UHV family, because we celebrate your success based upon our guidance and our activities and our work with you over the past few years. The university now has more than 4,100 students enrolled in 70 degree programs and concentrations. It's been an exciting year. The first 2 floors of our new University North building has opened this fall on the main campus, and we're finishing up the 3rd floor later this year, hopefully to be in the 3rd floor by the end of the fall semester. We are excited about adding new plans, and we have plans to begin a new residence hall, to build a new STEM building. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics is the building. We anticipate starting soon the construction on a student center that you students have decided that was very important to you and important to us as well. And also then a learning commons. We're also excited about the things that are happening in the greater Houston area for those of you that are attending classes there. We anticipate this fall being in a new facility with all of our programs in a single location there, which we believe will be more convenient for our students. We appreciate very much you going on your academic journey with us. We thank you for your pride in UHV. You know, it's a great time to be a Jaguar. Now I would like everyone to stand as the Student Government Association President, Mrs. Bola Adebayo, leads us in a moment of reflection.
On this day, a new phase of life begins for these graduates. So together with their families and friends gathered here, they look to the future. May they lead with confidence as they embark on new ventures. May they respect the needs of others as they strive for their ultimate goals. May there be peace in the world and in the hearts of every man and woman. We now will offer a moment of silence for those who wish to reflect upon this day or offer thanks for this memorable time in their lives. Thank you. Please be seated.
The academic regalia and traditions that we use on this day are intended to honor and affirm our graduates, their dedication, and their accomplishments. One of these traditions is to allow our graduates an opportunity to demonstrate their appreciation for those who have made sacrifices and provided support and help to them as they have reached this milestone. Indeed, it takes a lot of encouragement for each graduate to reach this milestone. So, we extend a special welcome to our graduates' families and friends who are here, because you have been the supporters who have helped them in so many ways. We're always aware of the time and the counsel and the resources and money that it takes to achieve this level of education that you have today, graduates. So candidates for graduation, it's really your day. But I'd like for you to take just a minute and stand up and turn and face your family and friends and give them a round of applause for the support that they've given you. Would you do that, graduates, please? Thank you very much. You may be seated. We do appreciate all the support that these students have had. Joining us today in our ceremony are many distinguished members of our university community, the University of Houston system, and special guests and friends. I'm pleased to introduce some of them now, and I'll ask them to stand. From the University of Houston System Board of Regents, the Honorable Roger Welder, who will bring greetings shortly. Roger. We also want to welcome Dr. Karen Garza, a UHV alumna who is the superintendent of Fairfax County Public Schools in Virginia. She'll be formally introduced in just a few minutes. Dr. Garza. She is our commencement speaker today and will be the recipient of a very special award as the day progresses. I'm also thrilled to introduce Chairman Bing-Shin Wu, President and Chairman of the Sanzu Group, and his granddaughter, Ms. Lisa Wu. Chairman Wu has traveled here from China to accept the first ever honorary doctorate UHV has awarded this afternoon. The honorary doctorate will be awarded in this afternoon ceremony, and we're happy that they could attend both ceremonies here today. I'm also happy to present to you some representatives from my president's Regional Advisory Board. This group of outstanding citizens works with me and the administration to provide advice and direction and sometimes just a sounding board. But please stand when I read your name and remain standing until all are up. Brett Baldwin of Victoria County, Art Calvo of Victoria County, Deborah Williams of Victoria County. Let's give them a round of applause. Also in attendance today are a number of special guests, and I'd like to introduce them and ask them to please stand and be recognized as I call your name. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. We have Sherry Clegg, representing our Senator, Lois Kolkhorst. We have Su Chien Fung, Chairman Wu's wife, the recipient of the honorary doctorate. Chairman Wu's son, Curly, is here. Also with them are Chairman Wu's youngest daughter, Su Zhen, and youngest son, Han Dong. Stand up so we can see you. Thank you. Vice President. Vice President Jinshan Zhu and Professor Shin-Sung Lee. Professor Lee, they're over here. Jifu Wang is a professor of management in the School of Business Administration. He's here serving as a interpreter today for us. We also have Roxanne Calvo, wife of a former president and regional advisory board member, Art Calvo. We have Hernan Jasso, who formerly served as chair of the President's Regional Advisory Board, here. We have his wife, Julie, and their cousin, Rennie Krenich. Ms. Krenich is the mother of Stephanie Krenich, who graduates today from UHV and is walking in this morning's ceremony. We're pleased to have you back with us. Finally, I'd like to introduce Mona Smith, the wife of our interim provost and vice president for academic affairs, Don Smith. And our special guests are being hosted this morning by my wife, Mary Jane Morgan, who puts up with me as I serve as your president. At this time, I'd like to also introduce Diane Kleem, our alumni representative. Ms. Kleem, would you please stand so we can recognize you? She'll be speaking to you graduates a little bit later. UHV is fortunate to have dedicated administrators who work with our students and help them achieve the success that they achieve in the president. And these administrators serve in the president's cabinet. Some of them are seated behind me on the stage, and I'd like them to stand and be recognized at this time. Cabinet members, please, would you stand? And at the heart of any university is its faculty. You've already seen and heard from a faculty representative, our Grand Marshal, Dr. Beverly Tomac, President of the Faculty Senate and an assistant professor of history in the School of Arts and Sciences. The Grand Marshal always plays an important role in our ceremony today, so please join me in greeting Dr. Tomac. Finally, I'm pleased to introduce to you my colleagues, the faculty, the people who provide the wisdom and the caring and the skills and impart the things that they know on the faculty, and they're responsible students for your being here today along with your hard work. Would the faculty please rise and be recognized? I now invite the Honorable Roger Welder, our Regent, to bring greetings from the system this morning. Regent Welder.
Good morning. I cannot begin to tell you how truly delighted I am to be here sharing this happy and memorable occasion with all of you. It's my honor to bring greetings to all of you on behalf of the University of Houston System Board of Regents. Graduates, today you will become alumni of UH Victoria, my hometown university, an institution that continues on its confident, certain, and resolute path to become a premier destination university of the first class. Each of you worked very hard and sacrificed to be where you are, just a few minutes away from receiving your degrees. Congratulations. Our congratulations also go to the dedicated faculty and staff who guided and helped you along the way, to friends and family and parents who supported and encouraged you. UHV has prepared you like no other generation before you, not just to compete, but to be leaders. I know in my heart that you will make a great difference in your communities. I want you to stay connected to your alma mater like I have, so you can be part of building the future for those who will come after you. I am proud of you. My fellow regents are proud of you. Your family and friends are proud of you. Your university is proud of you. And we welcome each and every one of you as a valued UHV graduate. Congratulations, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Regent Welder. We're honored that you're with us today, and we appreciate your continued support. Now, Dr. Smith will recognize some special faculty members and staff and students who are being honored this semester. Dr. Smith?
Good morning. To honor our commitment to teaching, research, and service, which are the three traditional areas of faculty commitment, we select 3 professors each spring to receive special awards. 2 of them are here this morning, but we'd like to take some time to recognize all 3. And I'll ask that they stand when I call their name. The first award is called the Enron Teaching Excellence Award, and it goes to a professor who, among many fine teachers, has earned the special respect from students and faculty colleagues. It's my pleasure to acknowledge this year's honoree, Dr. Jessica McHugh, a biology teacher. That's a nice endorsement. A biology teacher in the School of Arts and Sciences. Jessica, please stand. The university also recognizes a professor who's earned special respect from peers for research and scholarly activities. So it's my further pleasure to acknowledge this year's recipient of the Research and Scholarly Activity Excellence Award is Dr. Alaresa Tavakoli, an associate professor of computer science in the School of Arts and Sciences. He couldn't be here today, but we honor him nonetheless. To honor the commitment to service, the university recognizes a faculty member who makes a significant positive contribution to the community. It is also my pleasure to acknowledge this year's recipient of the Distinguished Faculty Service Award, Dr. Elsa Soto-Leggett, an associate professor of counseling in the School of Education, Health Professions, and Human Development. Elsa, would you please stand? And now we can all applaud. Congratulations to all of these faculty recipients. But excellence in teaching is important, you know, because it inspires excellence in learning. Graduating with honors attests to such excellence. Candidates graduating cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude are wearing gold braids over their robes, and their names are listed in your program, along with an explanation of what each honor means. Would all of the candidates for honors please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. Next, I call your attention to student members of academic honor societies. These students are wearing cords or stoles to indicate membership in these societies. which are listed in your program as well. Would all of the student members of these honorary societies please stand and also be recognized? Please stand. Please be seated. We also have some special members of the UHV class of 2016 who are wearing Jaguar Spirit cords. These generous students are participating in our JAGS Give Back program, and we appreciate their support of UHV. Please stand and be recognized. Please be seated. Finally, I'd like to recognize the outstanding students for the spring semester. They are selected by their respective schools, and the students were chosen based on their academic record and related achievements. A complete list of all of the outstanding students for the spring is also in your program. So, would the following students please stand? In the School of Arts and Sciences, Mule Tay. And you hold your applause to introduce the others. And he's the outstanding graduate student, and Lydia Palmer, who is the outstanding undergraduate student. And in the School of Education, Health Professions, and Human Development, we have Rebecca Luna, who is the outstanding graduate student, and Danielle Peltier, who is the outstanding undergraduate student. So would all of you please rise? Thank you. And please be seated, which you have already. All right, and so will I.
Thanks, Don. Congratulations to our outstanding faculty and our outstanding students. It's a privilege and an honor to recognize these. The students chosen by the faculty, I believe, and the faculty chosen by their colleagues and their deans. So we're honored and very proud that you're here with us today and that we can recognize you. Today, we're delighted to have our commencement speaker, a UHV alumna, who is superintendent of Fairfax County Public Schools in Virginia. I'm really excited that Dr. Karen Garza has agreed to address our graduates on this special occasion. And I would like to ask our Grand Marshal, Beverly Tomac, to come forward and to introduce our commencement speaker.
Good morning. Welcome to what is indeed a very special occasion as we celebrate this milestone in the lives of the students here with us. I want to thank Dr. Morgan for giving me the honor and privilege as Faculty Senate President to introduce today's commencement speaker. Dr. Karen Garza became the first female to lead Fairfax County Public Schools when she became superintendent 3 years ago. The school district is the largest in Virginia and the 10th largest in the United States. Dr. Garza graduated in 1981 from Victoria High School, and in 1986, she earned a bachelor's degree from UHV. She followed that up by earning a Master of Education from UHV in 1994. She also has a doctorate in educational administration from the University of Texas at Austin. Dr. Garza taught elementary school in Yoakum from 1986 to 1991 before working 3 years as an education specialist for the Region 3 Service Center in Victoria. She was an elementary school principal in Palacios before taking a job in 1996 as the curriculum supervisor for El Campo Independent School District. She also has worked for the Katy, Corpus Christi, and Houston school districts and was superintendent of Lubbock Independent School District from 2009 to 2013. As superintendent of Fairfax County Public Schools near Washington, D.C., Dr. Garza oversees the learning of about 187,000 students in nearly 200 schools. The district has more than 24,000 employees and a $2.6 billion operating budget. That's quite a school district. Dr. Garza and her husband, Louis, have 4 grown children. We're extremely pleased and honored when Dr. Garza accepted our invitation to be the spring commencement speaker. Please join me in welcoming her this morning.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Well, good morning. As you can tell, I spent a lot of years in this area, so it's good to be home. It's good to be home in Victoria. I want to thank Dr. Morgan and to all the administration and faculty of the University of Houston Victoria for allowing me the privilege to participate in this very special occasion. I'm honored to be here and to have the opportunity to celebrate with you. I want to congratulate all the diploma candidates and their loved ones. This ceremony marks a very significant accomplishment, so congratulations to each and every one of you. Aren't you excited? It's a big deal, isn't it? It's great. I understand that the education majors are over here. Is that right? Hello? These are my people over here. I just want to thank you for committing to this very important profession. We need great teachers, great people supporting our very important mission in public schools of providing every child with an equal life chance and for educating all equally well. I am very hopeful for the future of public schools. There are exciting changes occurring throughout the country, particularly now with the reauthorization of No Child Left Behind. Now it's called with the Every Child Succeeds Act. This new legislation provides the nation with a wonderful opportunity to transform education in new and exciting ways. Our public schools today are better than ever in the history of our nation. We are graduating students at historically high rates with significantly higher standards. So we are better than ever before, but we're simply not good enough. Our nation depends upon our ability to provide for the educational needs of every child and to prepare them to meaningfully contribute to this rapidly changing, interconnected, and global economy. I believe we will accomplish this important goal, and I thank you for joining us in that important mission. And if any of you want to teach in Fairfax County, Virginia, just let me know. We're always looking for great teachers. I was asked to provide a short commentary today on my experiences and the role that this institution has played in my life. And because I know that you're expecting some advice, because it's customary at these kinds of occasions, I will give you a little advice, and I do have a few little stories. Well, I will tell you that it's really hard to believe when I reflected back on my experience at UHV. It's been about 35 years since I attended school at UHV. Now, I know some of you are already doing the math and trying to figure out how old I am. Just stop that. Just stop that. And I know many of you were not even born when I attended school at UHV. It is true that time really does fly. As was stated in the introduction, I am very proud that I'm the superintendent of the Fairfax County Public Schools. My school system is the 10th largest in the United States, and we serve about 187,000 students at almost 200 campuses, and we have over 25,000 employees, and our boundaries span over 400 square miles. We're a very complex system. It's exciting, though, because we serve children from every country in the world, and we have over 200 different languages spoken by families in our communities. We are truly the United Nations of public schools. We are located only minutes away from downtown Washington, D.C., and it is still very surreal to me every time I drive by the Washington Monument or the Lincoln Memorial simply on my way to a meeting. It's very bizarre. It may have been immediately obvious to you that I am a Texas girl, and I'm proud of it, proud of it. So I had never contemplated living anywhere else but Texas. But when the Fairfax School Board called me and asked me to consider being their superintendent, I did say no one time, and they kept persisting, and we said, this is something we need to do, and I'm so glad we did. I will tell you that there were a few people who were initially very skeptical when they announced that I was going to be their next superintendent. Many said, a Texan? Oh my goodness. And many were actually worried that I was a Dallas Cowboys fan because, believe it or not, that was the number one question I received in my first month there in Fairfax County. You aren't a Dallas Cowboy fan, are you? Because it is Washington Redskin territory, so they're really serious about the Washington Redskins. But I do think that many thought I was going to show up in cowboy boots and a big cowboy hat. They do have these ideas and notions about Texans. But it wasn't just the fact that I was a Texan that caused some surprise. Wow, so she's a Texan, and oh my goodness, she's also a woman. What is this world coming to? I am proud to say that I am the first woman superintendent in Lubbock, and I am also the first woman superintendent in Fairfax County Public Schools. My husband tells a funny story about the announcement that I think is kind of funny that I'll share with you. So the room was packed when they were going to announce my naming of me as the superintendent. And of course, the Washington Post and many of the major publications are interested in this story, so it was packed. And they had us hidden in the back, and they kept us hidden away. And as we walked out, everyone's eyes and all of the cameras were on my husband. And he says that everyone was thinking, oh, there is the new superintendent and his little wife. Then shortly after they announced me as their superintendent, he says, then they were thinking, oh, there's the superintendent and her little husband. I am very proud to be the first woman superintendent in Fairfax, and at our headquarters, there's this long hall leading up to my office, and along that hall, they have portraits of all of my predecessors. And so every day, I walk down that hall many, many times, and I walk past about 15 to 20 portraits of my predecessors, and yes, you guessed it, right? They're all men. One of these days when I leave, they'll put my portrait up on that wall, and the pattern will be broken. And again, what is this world coming to? Right? I'm also proud to say that I've successfully run this very complex system now for over 3 years. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever contemplate that I would have the opportunity to run one of the largest and one of the highest performing school systems in the country. While I never anticipated this particular opportunity would be provided to me, I have always strived to do my very best each and every day. And because of this, exciting experiences have been afforded to me. Louis Pasteur said that fortune favors the prepared mind. I never contemplated, nor did I ever necessarily aspire to be a superintendent in a large school system. I had many wonderful mentors who noticed my hard work and then would tap me on the shoulder and suggest, hey, Karen, have you ever thought about being a principal? Or Karen, have you ever thought about being a superintendent? Or have you ever thought about being the superintendent in Fairfax County Public Schools? You see, fortune favored me because I worked hard every day and worked diligently to positively contribute and to add value. I'll often tell aspiring administrators and others I work with, you are interviewing for your next job every day. Today, I feel also a strong sense of responsibility to lift up others just like I have been. I make a conscious effort now to tap others on the shoulder and inspire their imaginations and to encourage them to consider new and different possibilities. So here comes the advice part. So my first advice to you is to do your best each and every day and always strive to be prepared. Be a student of the work. Never stop learning. Strive to always meaningfully contribute and to add value. If you do this, you too will have many exciting and maybe unanticipated opportunities afforded to you along your own journey. Others will tap you on the shoulder. Thomas and Edison said, we should remember that good fortune most often happens when preparation meets opportunity. My second bit of advice to you is to also embrace a grateful spirit. And everyone knows that being thankful is a good thing. You know, our parents taught us all this beginning at a very early age. What you might not know is that being thankful and demonstrating a grateful spirit is also good for your health. A recent study found that people who consciously make being grateful a part of their everyday life and routines experienced 35% less depression, a significant reduction in their systolic blood pressure, and 25% improved sleep quality, among many other things. And I bet they also have a lot more friends, don't you think? So my last bit of advice to you is to be intentionally grateful. No doubt it will make you a healthier person, but without a doubt it will also help you lead a happier life. So now I'm going to take my own advice. I want to thank the wonderful University of Houston-Victoria faculty and staff who have helped me to be prepared. I can truly say that without this institution, many of the unique and very special opportunities that I have been provided simply would not have been possible. I also am just delighted to see Dr. Prince this morning. Dr. Prince, thank you so much. It's a great opportunity to publicly thank her for her guidance and counsel. We had an opportunity to see each other just this morning. I also want to thank my parents. You know, like most children, it gives me tremendous pleasure to make my parents proud. I love them dearly, and I'm grateful for all of their support, and I'm very mindful of the tremendous role they played in my happiness and my success. What's maybe unique about me is my father was an English professor at Victoria College for many years. You see, not only did I receive 2 degrees from the University of Houston-Victoria, but I literally grew up on that campus. So in fact, we only lived a block away from the campus on Warren Street. Some of you may know where Warren Street is. It's right across the street. So when my siblings and I were growing up, we ran all over the campus. Yes, the campus where you've been attending classes was our playground. We rode our bicycles all over campus, and I recall we may have caused a few problems, but I think just only a few times. I believe my father also started me very early in developing the confidence to take on big challenges. My parents always told me, they really brainwashed me, you know, Karen, you can do anything. My dad also did some little things that helped set the stage for developing my confidence and my love for education. On occasion, even at very early ages, my father would take me to his American literature classes with him, and I would sit in class with all of the students. I always enjoyed the classes, and I believe that's why from a very early age I wanted to follow in my father's footsteps, and I wanted to be an English teacher. One time I recall when I was around 8 years of age, he took me to his class and he gave me the answer to a very difficult question that he was going to pose to the class. And he said, Karen, I'm going to ask this question, and they won't know the answer, and then I'm going to turn to you, and you give the answer, okay? My dad has a little bit of a mischievous spirit, and that's why I love him so much. And sure enough, when they couldn't answer the question, he goes, oh my goodness, surely you know the answer to this question. Karen, I was only 8 years of age. Karen, you know the answer to this question, don't you? And of course I did. And that was a lot of fun. Gallup just recently completed an in-depth study around satisfaction in the workplace. They found that the key elements for success in work and in life are having someone who cares about your development and having the opportunity to do what you do best each and every day. I have been very fortunate to have loved ones, my parents and my husband and others, who have provided me with very significant support, and I'm also very blessed in that I get to do the work that I enjoy each and every day. Again, I want to extend my deepest appreciation to the leadership of the University of Houston-Victoria for honoring me with their Lifetime Achievement Award. I am deeply grateful and profoundly humbled by this recognition. Finally, again, I want to congratulate each of the diploma candidates today. Remember to embrace a spirit of gratitude and strive each and every day to do your very best and to prepare yourself. Others will take note. I know that many unique and exciting opportunities await you. Thank you very much for having me here today.
Dr. Garza, thank you so much for those inspirational words and for your remarks. I would like to, if you would join me again for just a minute, present you with a token of our appreciation. There's information on the card in this envelope for a brick that will be placed in front of the center building with your name and other pertinent information on it
Thank
for
you.
your being here with us today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Now stay right here just a minute more. Dr. Tomac has already mentioned all of the degrees that you have from UHV and your accomplishments as an educator and for all the work that you do with students, not only in Texas, but up north, or back east. So we do appreciate you, and we want to present you this Lifetime Achievement Award as an alumni of the University of Houston, Victoria.
Thank you so much. I'm really
Thank you.
very honored. Thank you. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Appreciate it very much.
You bet. Thank you. Dr. Garza is the very first recipient of this award and is certainly most deserving, and we are pleased and excited to be able to present the award to her today. She has done a wonderful job of spreading the news about education and its importance all over the United States. So thank you again for being here with us today. Now I'm going to ask Dr. Smith to come forward and to present the candidates for degrees. It's what you've been waiting for, graduates.
The candidates for the degrees in the School of Arts and Sciences will be presented by Dean Jeffrey DeLeo. Jeffrey.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Applied Arts and Sciences, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Master of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies, and Master of Science please rise? On behalf of the faculty, I present these candidates as having fulfilled the requirements for the designated degrees and recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred. Will the candidates please be seated?
The candidates for the degrees in the School of Education, Health Professions, and Human Development will be presented by Dean Fred Litton. Fred.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Interdisciplinary Studies, the Bachelor of Science degree in Health Studies, and the Master of Education please rise? On behalf of the faculty, I present these candidates as having fulfilled the requirements for the designated degree and recommend that the appropriate degree be conferred. Please remain standing.
Even provost have a little bit of use. Okay. Now, would all the candidates please rise? Everyone. Will the faculty and the platform. Folks, please rise. President Morgan, it is my distinct honor to present to you these degree candidates who are students in good standing with the University of Houston, Victoria, and have completed all the requirements for their respective degrees as set forth by the faculty of the university. I recommend that those degrees be conferred.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. Students, I think the time has arrived. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Captured in this moment are the hours and the weeks and the months and the years of study and hard work, the participation by the faculty and the administration. All of these folks have invested time and energy into your degree, as well as the time and energy and money that you've invested. And so I'd like for you to take just a moment to think about your accomplishment. Just a moment, please. Thank you. By the power vested in me by the state of Texas, and on behalf of the faculty in the School of Arts and Sciences and the School of Education, Health Professions, and Human Development, I now confer upon each of you and upon those graduating in absentia the respective degrees with all rights, honors, and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations on your achievements. Dr. Smith?
Graduates, excuse me, in a moment, I'll ask each of you to come forward and receive your degree as your name is called. And members of the audience, you're welcome to take photos of your graduate when it's his or her turn to walk across the stage. But please take the photographs from where you're sitting so that you don't interfere with somebody else's proud moment. We'll announce the degrees by schools. Dr. Mark Ward will announce for Arts and Sciences, and Dr. Joanne Olson for Education, Health Professions, and Human Development. I would like to invite Regent Welder to come forward to extend congratulations to our graduates.
Did we tell them to be seated? I think you can be seated. Marshals, will you prepare the graduates?
Okay. They're not coming this way? Okay. It is now my privilege to announce the names of those receiving bachelor's degrees from the School of Arts and Sciences. Lakeisha Austin. Ikesha Austin. Seth Wayne Bailey. Justin Dominguez. Donna K. Dyer. Nicholas Richard Galvan. Sandra Nunez Hesser. Winston Lamching. Chastity Marie Lamel. Amanda Lynn Martin. Joni Estrella Martinez. Melinda Mendoza. Bradley Wayne Rosnowski. Bashil N. Ware. Yvonne Young. Simone Brianna Barger. Zachary Brennan Denny, magna cum laude. Scott L. Dornack. Daniel Gayona, Jr. Kate Marie Garcia. George Loy Gonzalez, cum laude. Andrew Thomas Jennings. Caitlin Elizabeth Jennings. Marisa P. Johnson. Jamie Flores. Catherine Leellen Lear, cum laude. Michelle Luza. Judith Michelle Lopez, summa cum laude. Sari Puente. Ana Angelica Santa Maria. Audrey Lynn Shuck. Charles K. Streetle, a UHV employee. Ader Samuel Valdez. Marlon Velasquez. Andrew Perry Walker. Jessica J. Acuna, cum laude. Berenicia Aguilera. Anthony Raul Alvarez. Jacob Ryan Alvarez. Ruby Alvarez, cum laude. Nicole Delise Anderson. Christina Aurora Avila, summa cum laude. Crystal Lynn Bowder. Aida Castillo. Megan Elizabeth Chacon. Michael Brandon Crouch. Luis Carlos de Grot, cum laude. Lily Young. Sarah Michelle Impe, magna cum laude. Without the tilde. Okay. Maria Alba Sanchez Avuna. Lachey. Antoinette Lachey Florence. Brandy T. Freeman. Naomi Roxanne Garcia. Candace Rose Gonzalez. Brittany Lynn Gordon. David C. Greer, summa cum laude. Amory G. Gritta, summa cum laude. April Marie Guevara. Carly Cherie Guidry. Janet Daniela Hernandez. Tracy Hernandez. Doi Johanna Hilschafer, cum laude. Hannah Hines. Megan Amber Huerta. Jamie Hunter, cum laude. Tina Marie Hunter. Carolyn Hunt Jackson. Sarah Elaine Johansson. Cody Nicole King. Amanda Ashley Craighead, magna cum laude. Okay. Stephanie Ann Cranich. Mitsu Alavunkel Kulavia. Catherine Ann Lambert, summa cum laude. Kelly Nicole Mercado. Karen A. Malden. Kaylee Michelle McKittrick, a UHV employee. Callista R. Morris, cum laude. Kat Lara Munoz. San Juanita Munoz, summa cum laude. Ryan E. Jordan. Wesley Trent Aites, magna cum laude. Lisa Faye Obonya. Lydia Palmer, magna cum laude, and the outstanding undergraduate student in the School of Arts and Sciences. Okay. Stephanie Diane Patton. She'll be presented her diploma by her grandmother. Shirley Jean Pickard. Darby Price, cum laude. Wade Douglas Purcell. Sean Michael Pursley, magna cum laude. Chelsea Randall. Emily Gladys Raybon. Tambra L. Redlin, magna cum laude. Monet. Deja Monet Rogers. Katie Ann Sanford. Johnny Sierra. Adriana Khalif Simmons, summa cum laude. Christopher Allen Smith, summa cum laude. Gabrielle LaShawn Smith. Megan Nicole Summer. Congratulations. Katie Marie Staples. Joanne Tien, cum laude. William Charles Truss. Lisa Marie Washington, cum laude. Samantha Marie Worcester, magna cum laude. Jordan Allen Wright. Jacqueline Ibarra. Christopher Alberto Zapata. Joel C. Mahias. I'm now pleased to announce the names of those receiving their master's degrees from the School of Arts and Sciences. Sabine Aneska. Ronald W. Baldiez. Lydia Ruth Giordano. Casey Michelle Henneke. Kelly Kalina. Elizabeth Corlett McCoy. Kayla McCrary. Shayna Marie McMillan. Samantha Ann Reckaway. Robert Melvin Wilburn. Brian William Dirks. Pushpa Ganapati Hegde. Alflandre Joseph. Robert W. Lynch, Jr. Abdurrahman Masood. Sanjirani Paleti. Farina Saeed.
It is now my privilege to read the names of those receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies, from the School of Education, Health Professions, and Human Development. Bria Nicole Matchett. Eileen A. Borwell. Okay. Jasmine Cabrera, magna cum laude. Jung-un Cho, magna cum laude. Jerica Megan Davila. Danielle Marie Dawson Benoit, summa cum laude. Tara DeBoard, summa cum laude. Rebecca Elizabeth Edwards. Laura A. Espina, summa cum laude. Tamika Fields Hunt, cum laude. Joanna Marie Garza, cum laude. Harley Margaret Marie Gill, summa cum laude. Michelle Guerrero, magna cum laude. Alicia Marie Jones. Regina Ann Kim. Sherry Kristen Kinnison. Sandra Renee Lawler. Stephanie Lynn Lopez, magna cum laude. Katrina Lozano. Thank you. Haley Catherine Lyons, magna cum laude. Shelley Brooke Mason, cum laude. Reagan Nicole Mazashek, magna cum laude. Krista Marie Munoz, magna cum laude. I can do it. Okay. Rosemary Onagise Ode. Rachel Jiwa Parkinson, magna cum laude. Danielle Nicole Pelletier, magna cum laude, outstanding student. Casey Elizabeth Peshek, magna cum laude. Katina Price. Ivana Paola Prohaska, summa cum laude. Brandy Michelle Reeder. Valana Campise Reed. Courtney Lynn Richardson Ranshaw. Katie Rogers. Wait. Marie Eid. Jennifer Eva Satterwhite, magna cum laude. Kendall Lynn Selby, cum laude. Michaela Lynn Smith. Christy Nicole Treaster, cum laude. Anitra Ussery. Lauren Ashley Vella. Mercedes Ray Walton, summa cum laude. And now it's my privilege to read the names of those receiving the Master of Education degree. Christina Marlene Aguirre. Stacy A. Amistoy. Better get this one right, huh? Megan Bezanson, UHV employee. Seth Aaron Broderick. Rachel Catherine Brooks. Nanette Michelle Carroll. Elena Gabriela Frunza Tanka. Miriam Nicole Harris. Magdalena Ray Hernandez, UHV employee. Lydia Hobbs. Jamie Yvette Holbert. Natasha Elena Kellis. Marilyn Marie King. Dalton Sellers Locke. Amy Renee Laxton. Rebecca Joanne Luna, outstanding student. Charlie Jessica Lyles. Heidi Maldonado. Juan Diego Martinez. Lizette Medina. Yanis A. Medina. Thank you. Patricia N. Orjai. Carla Jacqueline Reyes. Raymond F. Wallace.
Thanks, Roger. At this point in the ceremony, it's customary and appropriate to the bachelor's recipients to move your tassel from the right to the left to signify that you now have the degree. Congratulations again to all of our degree recipients. We welcome you to the company of educated persons. Let's give our graduates one more round of applause. It's now our pleasure to induct this graduating class into the Alumni Association of the University of Houston, Victoria, now more than 16,500 strong. I'd like to invite Ms. Diane Kleem, a UHV alumni, certified public accountant, and owner of Kleem & Associates, Attorneys at Law in Victoria, to induct the spring of 2016 graduating class. Ms. Kleem is a lifetime Victorian who received her Bachelor of Business Administration degree in 1992. She also has a Juris Doctorate law degree that she received in 2009 from the South Texas College of Law in Houston. Will all of the graduates please stand? Graduates.
Hello. Graduates, as a fellow UHV alumnus, I congratulate you on this momentous achievement. Round of applause again for you guys. You guys are important to the university. You are our representatives in your chosen fields and in your communities. I encourage you to be involved in your community, whether you stay in Victoria or move elsewhere after graduation. This will help you be successful in your field and lead to a richer and more meaningful life. This is the most important part. Do not sit on the sidelines. Pick organizations in your community. Take a leadership role. Don't just attend. Serve on committees. You'll get out of it what you put in. And if you're not taking a leadership role, you will not see the rewards. Take pride in your community. This has been instrumental to my personal success, which has already been more than I could have dreamed I could have ever accomplished. Let me assure you that being involved in your community is something that will reward you greatly and strengthen your skills and worth. The strength of the alumni and the university depends on the strength of all of you. The university will be your gateway to a fuller, more meaningful life. The alumni joined in the pledge of service to the end that as alumni together, you may continue to grow in service to our great university, our community, and the nation. I congratulate you, class of 2016.
You may be seated, graduates. And thank you, Ms. Kleem. Graduates, I want to endorse Ms. Kleem's message to you. The strength of the university is the strength of its alumni, and I hope that you'll remember that. I invite you to become active alumni and to participate in the future of the university and keep close ties to your alma mater. You join many other alumni who are in the audience today or on stage. In fact, I'd like to ask all of the UHV alumni in the audience and on stage to stand, please. All of the alumni, would you please stand? Now, I see that a few of the graduates stood. You are alumni. It was okay for you to stand now. To you newest UHV alumni, the group who was just up, extend congratulations to you. It takes many people to plan and organize a commencement ceremony, and I'd like to thank the staff who made all this possible. Their hard work is very much appreciated, and of course, thanks to our special guests who are with us today. Let's give a round of applause to those who made this ceremony possible. Let me also again say to our graduates how proud we are of each and every one of you. Many of you have overcome numerous obstacles to get to this point today, and we salute you. I wish you every happiness and much success in the years ahead. In the words of the Irish poet W.B. Yeats, education is not filling the pail, it's lighting the fire. We hope that we have lit the fires of knowledge for you during your tenure with us here at UHV, and we hope you'll continue to stoke those fires with lifelong learning. You must continue to learn and grow in everything that you do. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for commencement ceremony at the University of Houston. And I'm now going to turn the proceedings over to Dr. Tomac, our Grand Marshal, to get us out of here. Dr. Tomac.
Thank you, Dr. Morgan. Congratulations, graduates. Following the recessional, the spring commencement ceremony for UHV will stand adjourned. Will everyone please remain seated during the recessional of the President's Party and graduates?